Welcome to the AIM family installation video. During this video you will learn the important steps and warnings when installing an AIM family examination light. When it comes to mounting your examination light, the proper height of the light should be set by the end user. This depends on the height of the examination tables, types of procedure and the user's preferences. The height is measured from the light mount to the structured mount on the ceiling. The table below shows the range of the light with two different mounting heights. Installing the wall mount, mounting plate. This image shows an example of a mounting plate, which requires a minimum thickness of 3/16, which can be used to mount the wall mount. The attachment method will vary depending on the type and structure of the wall. Please note that the mounting plate is not included. Installing the wall mount, wiring. Below are two images, one of the wall switch installation for the wall mount model as well as a diagram of the wall mount wiring. Route conduit and electrical lines to wall mount. Use American wire gauge 18. Max American wire gauge 14. Ceiling mounting height. The proper height of the light should be set by the end user. Due to the large vertical range of the light head, the standard 20-inch down tube will fit in most normal ceiling heights. The following table gives some recommendations and shows the range of the light with different down tube lengths. Cutting the down tube. If shortening the down tube is required, the following procedure applies. Cut the down tube from the top to the appropriate length. Do not cut the down tube to less than 12 inches. Drill new holes on the top of the down tube according to the drawing. The junction box and ceiling casting. The junction box should normally be placed on top of the support structure. Make sure the screw holes on the junction box correspond to the holes in the ceiling casting. When the ceiling plate is installed, the bolts will also hold the junction box. If there is not enough space for the junction box on top of the support structure, another suitable location in the ceiling can be used. It is also possible to use a different junction box if that is more convenient. Installing the down tube. Slip the locking ring and the bell housing onto the down tube. Please note that the hole needs to extend all the way through. Ceiling casting to the down tube. Approximately 1 inch of the down tube should be showing above the ceiling plate. The hole through the down tube will be accessible. Put the clevis pin into the hole. Secure the clevis pin with the cotter pin. Feed the wires coming up out of the down tube back down through the hole in the ceiling casting. The wires from the wall switch should also go through this hole. Please note that warnings are critical. Orientation of the extension or spring arm. Step 1 is to locate the spring arm collar, set screw A and plug B at the end of the spring arm. Step 2 is to remove set screw A from collar. Step 3 is to rotate the collar 180 degrees until the collar notch exposes the locking key on the spring arm. Step 4 is to remove the locking key and green plug from the spring arm using needle nose pliers. You may discard the green plug but do not lose the locking key. Step 5 is to remove the collar and set it aside together with set screw and locking key. Do not lose any of these parts, the locking key is very small but critical. The retaining ring assembly, spring arm. Remove the electrical connector or slip ring by unscrewing the two screws and placing them aside. Slide out the electrical connector from the tube and allow it to hang off to the side. Refer to figures 40 and 41. Slide the extension, spring arm assembly up and onto the ceiling mount down tube and hold it in place. The retaining ring assembly, spring arm continued. Install the retaining ring washer. Then install the safety washer with the notch facing into the hole and in the groove, and finally snap the two retaining rings into the groove. Please note that warnings are critical. Lastly, mounting the light head to the spring arm. Join the connectors, then push the joined connectors partially into the yoke T-junction. Do not bend or twist. Caution. Make sure the connectors are fully engaged. Make sure the plastic bearing is sitting on the yoke T-junction. Push the yoke T-junction into spring arm. Push the locking key completely into the slot, so that the key is engaging in the yoke T-junction groove. Rotate the collar 180 degrees until the hole aligns with the set screw. Tighten set screw so that the collar cannot be rotated. If the collar rotates, reposition the set screw hole to the armhole and try again. One collar does not rotate, give set screw another 1/2 turn. Caution! Do not over-tighten the set screw or the damage to the collar can occur. Please note that warnings are critical.